Hello, this is the part 2 of the October 2024 month's current affairs. So we will be trying to finish off this month in this video only. So let's see. So first news is the Akash Tir systems. So amid the rising of the global security concerns, the Indian Army has bolstered its air defense capabilities through acquisition of 1,000 Akash Tir air defense missile. And what about what some basics of this Akash Tir missile is? It what is its type? It's basically advanced air defense control and a reporting system, and this has been developed by BEL. So basically, Akash theory is not an missile itself. It is not kind of S400 and all. It is basically a reporting missile. Means it will be like think like Akash theory is in radar type, where it will be finding like what kind of missile are coming and how to attack that. Basically, the system on which the launch of missiles work. Na. So basically, this is that one. Why it is India has acquired this from BEL. It has acquired this from BEL mainly because you know that like in Israel and all those regions, they are firing with the missiles only. So with the Iron Dome only, it is difficult. So we are now focusing on Akash Tir systems. So this is an basically missile detection system, something like that. Then we have INS Nirdeshak. So it is the second in the series of the survey vessel built by the Goa Ship Limited and all is there no, that one. So what is INS Nirdeshaka? It is a survey vessel second. So which was the first one? I think it was Sandhyak something. Then we have T-90 Bhishma tank. So India Army unveils its first overhauled T-90 Bhishma tank to enhance operational readiness. So some basic facts about this T-90 Bhishma tank is it was acquired long ago and it was a main India's main battle tank since 2003. Overhaul basically means repair only. So they will replace the parts that were damaged or were missing. Basically, you have to know what is T-90. If they ask what is T-90 Bhishma, it is an India's tank. You know, not tank. Here something like this will be there. This is tank, battle tank. Then we have INS Samarthak. Indian Navy has launched its first indigenously designed multi-purpose vehicle named Samarthak. So what is its function? Towing the ships, launching recovery various targets, operating under two autonomous vehicles and all. So what is this basically? INS Samarthak. So this is a small ship that will help the big ship, especially in all kind of activities like towing. This will be plugged here and this will move and here and there near the dock because it is difficult to operate with this big engine. No? Then it will launch and recovery of various type of targets. If any missile falls in water, this will go and get that similar function. So we have to know what is INS Samarthak is an multi-purpose vessel in sea, not on land. So, India has launched its fourth nuclear powered ballistic missile submarine. So, which is that missile from which it will be launching? It will be launching K4 ballistic missiles. So, with the range of nearly 3,500 kilometer, and this is a vertical launch. I don't know how it will be horizontal. It is vertical launch only. It means the K4 this submarine will be underwater, and it will launch the missile from underwater only. And from this water, the missile will directly come and move around 3,500 kilometer. So what is SSBN? These are submarines designed to provide reliable second strike capabilities. So like this has said that this is the fourth one. So what are those other three? First one is actually we had leased the first one. So INS Chakra was the first nuclear submarine of India. So at that time only we have achieved our nuclear triad. Means from all three places we could launch. Then we have INS Arihant, INS Arigat, and this is INS Ardiman. Ardiman. Okay. Then SSBN are operated only by six countries. So we have to know that six countries are having this. So United States, Russia, China, UK, France, and India. So we must remember six countries are having this type of missile. So this kind of submarine which can launch missile from means all of them have tried mostly. Then Abhay anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft. So the seventh anti-submarine warfare shallow craft has been named Abhay, and it has been launched recently. So you know that it is an anti-submarine kind of missile, na? So just remember Abhay is anti-submarine missile. Anti-submarine, not missile, anti-submarine ship. Then we have Sagarmala Parikrama to Toothukudi. So Defense Minister Rajnath Singh had virtually flagged off the Sagarmala Parikrama to Toothukudi. So Parikrama, whenever this word come na, know that there is some kind of sailing involved. Means sailing or moving in water is involved. So a 1500-kilometer passage by an autonomous surface vessel developed by Sagar Defense Engineering was done. Means this vessel which was developed by these people, Saga Defense Engineering, they had designed a ship. So this mainly traveled 1500 kilometer through this Sagar Parikrama, and this was inaugurated by Rajnath Singh actually. And what was the purpose? Technology demonstration and promotion of autonomous vessels within Indian Navy. Means it was an autonomous vessel. And then we have to know launch of the when he was doing this, he also launched some other schemes like Aditi 3.0 and Disk 13. So Aditi is acing development of innovative technology with IDEX, and Disk 3 is Defense India Startup Challenge. So Aarti and Disk both are related to startup only, startup of defense. Then Cabinet approves the development of National Maritime Heritage Complex at Lothal, Gujarat. So this is a fact we should remember. Where is the National Maritime Heritage is built? It is built in Lothal, Gujarat. So Ministry of Ports and Shipping and Waterways is developing this. And what is its significance? Because this is set to becomes the world's first maritime museum complex. So this will be the first in the world only, not only in India. The only excavated, so some basic facts about Lothal. I read this more. Hmm. Mm, Some basic facts about this Lothal is the only excavated port town of the Indus Valley civilization, and this provides the key evidence for the maritime activity in ancient India. Then we have to know about Battle of Valong. So, Indian Army is organizing a month-long series of commemorative events to mark the 62nd anniversary of Battle of Wolong during the 1962 war with China. So, we should remember Battle of Wolong is a war in 1962 Indo-Sino wartime. So, why is this important? Because they are celebrating this, because this is also one of the greatest standoff stories where I think 800 Indian soldiers fought against 4,000 Chinese soldiers, and they held them until they sent some around 15,000 soldiers and all. Then we have International Energy Efficiency Hub. So the Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has approved India joining the International Energy Efficiency Hub by signing a letter of intent. This marks a significant move in India's effort towards sustainable energy practices and global cooperation in energy efficiency. So, some basic facts about this International Energy Efficiency Hub. It was actually established in the year 2020 as a successor to International Partnership for Energy Efficiency Cooperation, of which India already was a member. So, it is like reapproving it. So it serves as a global platform for fostering collaboration, sharing best practices, and promoting innovative energy efficient solutions. So 16 nations are so difficult to remember 16 nations. We can how can eliminate in the answer is there will be no Russia in this initiative. So countries favoring US will be there now. So countries like US, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, France, and China are part of this one. And who is the implementing agency for this energy efficiency hub? So in the name also energy efficiency will be there. So BEEE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, is implementing agency for this one. Then we have India Maldives currency swap agreement. So India and the Maldives signed a significant currency swap agreement worth 750 million. So this is signed under the SARC currency swap framework, where RBI and the monetary authority of the Maldives are cooperating, especially in this currency swapping. Means till 2027 it will allow the payments between two nations in different currencies also. Means they are trying to de-dollarize this actually. Means if they Maldives currently does not have that level of dollar now, so it is asking to give other currency also. This is basically currency swap agreement. And when Mizu had visited Indiana, so he also said that Rupee will also be acceptable and UPI will also be acceptable in Maldives. Then Inter-Parliamentary Union's 149th Assembly was held in Geneva. Why in Geneva? It is its headquarters there only, and it is Switzerland, and these politicians want to go there and enjoy. And when was it founded? Actually, IPU was founded in the year 1889 in Paris. Its purpose is to promote representative democracy and the world peace. And what is its significance? The first multilateral political organization. Not that important, and we know that its headquarters is in Switzerland. Then India-China border negotiation. You might have heard the news, na? Like it is being de-escalated and all. So, yeah. So India has declared an agreement on patrolling agreements along the line of actual control in the eastern Ladakh. This development marks a breakthrough in the protracted border negotiation between India and China. So the two nations have reverted to the situation that existed before 2000. Means both say that whatever condition was there before 2020, na, before that Pangong and Galwan Valley issue. So before that they are going to restore it. So we have to basically know what were the regions where there was conflict. So the standoff was actually at Dispang and Dimchok. Dispang and Dimchok. So in these two areas, they will be moving out. But from where they will not be moving out, they will not be moving from Galwan Valley and Pangong Solek and Gogra Hot Spring. Then we have other news. Okay. Nobel prizes and all is there. So there is a trick which I will be telling in the coming slides. So just remember here names. So Nobel Prize for Medicine is basically for Victor Ambros and Gary Ruckwin awarded for Nobel Prize for Medicine. So why they have been awarded for medicine? Because of the discovery of the micro RNA and its role in post transcription and gene regulation. Then for Nobel Prize for Physics, the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton for their groundbreaking contribution in artificial intelligence. So remember, they are dealing with artificial intelligence. Then we have State of Global Water Resource Report is by World Meteorological Organization, and it had said that 2023 is the driest years for the global rivers over 3 decades. Then we have Nobel Prize for Chemistry. So the 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been given to David Baker, Demis Habbis, and John M. Jumper. So their contribution involves groundbreaking advancement in protein design and protein structure predictions. So they mainly are dealing with the protein design and protein structure predictions. Then Nobel Prize in Literature. So Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Han Kang, a South Korean writer. Basically, she wrote prose and all with respect to the historical dramas and human fragility, and her some popular books are Love of Isu and The Vegetarian. And Han Kang is the first South Korean writer to win the Nobel Prize. So also this is very important. Then Nobel Prize Award 2024 Nihon Hideko received the Nobel Prize Peace Prize for the efforts to achieve a nuclear-free world and for advocating against the use of nuclear weapons, as highlighted by the Norwegian Nobel Committee. So basically, these are the survivors. This Nihon is a survivor of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. So and they call this as Hibakusha. They call this as Hibakusha, who initiated the global movements to end nuclear weapons. So this is their meaning of to end global nuclear weapons and all. So what was the two bombs that were dropped? It was Little Boy and Fat Man. and Nobel Prize in Economics. So Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson, and James Robinson won the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics, recognized for their research on difference in the prosperity levels between nations. So they came to the conclusion that societies with a weak rule of law and exploitative institutions fail to generate growth and positive change. So think of India; they are literally true only. Then new people have been inducted into ICAC Hall of Fame. So who are these three people? Neetu David. So she was the first Indian woman to take 100 wickets in ODI. Alistair Cook from England and A.B. de Villiers from South Africa. Then we have Global Multidimensional Poverty Report, who releases them UNDP and Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative. World Energy Outlook. World Energy Outlook is published by International Energy Agency IEA. Then Industry 5.0 and AI report is basically released by a private university, so that is not that important. Just remember, like BML Manjul University. Just remember, some Manju University is publishing this Industry 5.0 and AI report. Then BSNL has unveiled a new corporate identity, means it has changed its symbol. If you remember early symbol, then you can spot what's the difference between earlier and this one. So the tagline has been changed. First of all, like it was connecting India, now it has become connecting Bharat. And the color of this logo, actually this was a white color, but now this has become orange color, indicating some kind of saffronization of the public sector enterprises. And this is also happened to Doordarshan also. Actually it was red color, ruby red color with surrounding some lac was there, and now this that has also turned into orange. So this has attracted some political controversy also. So what are the new services that is provided by BSNL? So they said that we will give true caller service for free only, like spam blocking and all. Then Wi-Fi roaming. Wi-Fi roaming means like if any BSNL network is there who are using the Wi-Fi, then you can also use that for free. And access to premium TV channels. Same like what Geo is doing, it is also doing that only. Then we have fifth National Water Awards. So which has got that Odisha is the best state that has received the water also national water awards. Why? Because of because they have done well actually in the rainwater harvesting stuff. Then we have national water awards. Some basic facts about this is by the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Regeneration, that is Ministry of Jal Shakti, and they had initiated this awards in 2007 along with the groundwater augmentation awards also. Then 2024 Global Nature Conservation Index. India has been ranked 176 out of 180 countries in the Global Nature Conservation Index. So this is a pretty new report. So there is a chance that they might ask it. So it is launched in October 2024. It evaluates conservation efforts using four key markets. Basically, what are the parameters it is considering to evaluate the nature, land management, threat to biodiversity, capacity and governance, and future trends. So who is releasing this? It is basically developed by Goldman Sonnetfield School of Sustainability and Climate Change at Ben Gurion University and biodb.com. So to make it shortcut, remember Gold Goldman School at Ben University is releasing this. Goldman School at Ben University and bio.com, something like that. Then we have emission gap report. So the emission gap report is released by United Nations Environment Program. So it says that as per the current trend which we are going, we are not only going to cross 1.5 degree or 2.1 degree, we will be ending at 3.1 degree Celsius of the pre-industrial levels. Then we have 17th Urban Mobility Conference was held actually. So this was organized by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Urban Transport India, and it was supported by the government of Gujarat and Gujarat Metro. So it mainly gave awards. So two awards Bangalore has won. So we have to remember what are those two categories. It has won city with the best record of public involvement in transport. That is PMTC. Means I don't know, like the people, local people are supporting through some giving directions or participating in the policy making and all. So they feel that like city with the best record of public involvement in transport sector is Bangalore. Then a rail with the best multimodal integration is also for Bangalore, because we know that when we get down the metro there will be autos, there will be pods waiting na. So this is the best integration to have the last mile connectivity and all. So for this also BMRCL has got the award. BMTC and BMRCL both have won the award actually. India's TB situation. Who has released this report? WHO. What does it say? That WHO reports that India's TB incidence in 2023 is at 195 cases per 1 lakh population. So this is actually high. 1,100,000 lakh. Yeah. Then we move to Mahiti for means see if they have marked anything. Hmm. National Agricultural Code. So this will be a comprehensive framework which is being formulated by the Bureau of Indian Standards to establish a natural standard for agriculture similar to National Building Code. So it aims to standardize agricultural practices across various stage of the crop cycle from the land preparation to post harvest. So basically they are just not have done yet, they are still working on this national agriculture code. Means all over India people will follow the same kind of agricultural practices, like they are setting a standard. So like this amount of urea you must use, this amount of water you must use, this is the technology or sprinkler or drip irrigation you use for this and this and crop. So who is setting this? It is talking with a standard na. Code means it will be a standard, so it will be Bureau of Indian Standards. Mm, let's see what is there next. Hmm. How mangroves in Odisha likely reduced cyclone Dana's impact. So that is not important for us. We have to know about cyclone Dana, which made a landfall in Odisha at Bhitarkanika National Park and Dhamra Port in Odisha. So we have to know this. What is cyclone Dana? Which part it had impacted? Okay, then we have progeria. So progeria, also called as Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome, is a rare genetic disorder causing a rapid aging in children. Like if you have seen the movie Pa, you know that this is this very similar diseases. So the children who will be born now, they will age fast actually. Initially they will look normal only, but they will start aging fast. So the life expectancy is around 15 to 20 years. Then we have Tharu tribe. So the Tharu tribe is an indigenous group of people living in the Terai plains of Indo-Nepal border. So they mainly are also living in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Nepal and all. So we have to know that Tharu is the people who are living in the Terai region. Then we have Monte Carlo method. So Monte Carlo method uses a random sampling to estimate distribution. So it will be connected to AI only in some or the other way. So just remember what is Monte Carlo method. It is dealing with random sampling. So survey method, which will further lead to AI use of this in AI only. Then we have Unifil. So Unifil is tasked with uh, preventing violations along the Lebanon-Israel border known as Blue Line. So this is important, Blue Line. So where is this Blue Line? Blue Line is at the border of Lebanon and Israel. So what does it consist of? It basically consists of around 10,000 civil and military persons from different nations, from around 50 nations. And who has established this one? This has been established by the mandate of the United Nations in 2006 to ensure that there are very less hostile activities at the border of Lebanon and Israel. And what is this line called as Blue Line? And what is the task force called as? It is called as UNIFIL. It looks like some name of the refill. Doctrine of Lispendence. So what is this doctrine of Lispendence? So it is a pending legal action. It ensures that the status quo is maintained during litigation. Means, say for example, there is a land which is under litigation, so there are two owners of that. So the guy who is a little bit more powerful, he should not go and construct a home here when there is case going between these two, no? So like it ensures the status quo is mentioned, means no one is constructing anything until the litigation is completed. Then we have to know Kaizen. Kaizen basically means good change or improvement. So its philosophy is to promote continuous improvement with employees' involvement at the all levels. Means it is something to do with the corporate governance and all. So just to know what is Kaizen. Kaizen means good change or improvement, especially dealing with the corporate sector. Then vitiligo, so you might have seen people with this disease. Actually it is a skin disease where the melanin production is that mainly changes the color to brown or black. This has been totally destroyed, so the people will be looking totally white. Actually it will not only impact the skin but will impact the hair, mouth linings and patches. You can see white patches on their skin everywhere, and it will actually start with a small white patch and it will expand over time and finally the entire body. Like remember Michael Jackson, he also had this. Initially he was black, but at the end of his career he was totally white. Then we have naming of cyclones. The list of cyclones names was finalized by the WMO panel on tropical cyclones. So we have to know that this is a body of the World Meteorological Organization, ESCAPE, who mainly selects the names of the tropical cyclones based on the name given by the country only. Then we have Cainoherbatis eleginus. So what is this basically? This is a nematode, name of a nematode, very complex name. CAE CAE nor habitatis, something like that. Just remember the name. Then landfall of cyclone. So we should know what is the difference between landfall and hit, because we saw that cyclone Dana had done landfall. So basically, what is this landfall means? So assume that this is a land and this is cyclone coming from any ocean. So if this is the eye of the cyclone and these are the eye walls. So if this entire eye of the cyclone comes through the land, then we can call it as a landfall. But if this is a land and this is eye of the cyclone, and only if the eye wall of the cyclone hits, then we can call it as a hit of the cyclone. Then we move to some short kind of news. So basically some first appointments. So the head of the National Commission for Women has been selected, Vijaya Kishore, for 3 years. And this National Commission is not a constitutional body, but it is a body, statutory body under National Commission Women's Act of 1990. So she is the National Commission for Women, and Vijaya Kishori has been selected, who after the death of Ratan Tata ji, who is the new chairman of the Tata Trust. He is no, Noel Naval Tata. Noel Naval Tata. Just remember Noel ji. Who will be the 51st CJ after this Chandrachud? It will be Sanjay Khanna. Then chairman of the World Steel Association. So currently the Tata Steel MD and CEO, that is Tachat Vishwanath Narendran. Remember Vishwanath Narendran is the second Indian who will be heading this body. Who was the first one? Any other family related to steel? Jindal. And then we have the Director General of the Armed Force Medical Services. So it is important because she is the first woman to head this position. Her name is Aarti Saran. Then who is the new Secretary General of the NATO? It is Mark Rutte. Just remember Rutte. Then we have Director General of Medical Services in Navy. So medical services is basically now this is also occupied by women for the first time. This is Kavita Sahi. So this is Director General of Medical Services here, and this is Director General of Armed Medical Services. So this is different. If it is Armed Medical Services, it will be Aarti Saran. If it is just Medical Services, it will be Kavita. Then new chief of Hezbollah is Nayam Qasim. Just remember Nayam Qasim. Naya means new one. New Qasim. New Qasim is the head of Hezbollah. Then CEO of Sony Pictures is from as an Indian, so it is very important to note. It is Ravi Ahuja. Then first director of the Global Climate Loss and Damage Fund. So who is the first person to head this? It is Ibrahim Dong. Just remember Ibrahim Chiki Dong. Ibrahim Chiki Dong. So he is from Senegal actually. Then Tata Aircraft Complex. So Prime Minister Modi and Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has jointly inaugurated this Tata Aircraft Complex, which is mainly building C-295 military aircraft at Vadodara, India's first private sector assembly line for the military aircraft. Then Mace is the Asia's largest and the world's highest imaging Cherinko Observatory. Just remember it looks something like this. So where is it? It is in Hanle, Ladakh. And who has built this? Baba Atomic Research Center. And India's first demonstration facility of biopolymers has been established in Pune. Then we have CMS Vatavaran. So CMS Vatavaran means something to do with environment and all. No? So the 12th International Film Festival and Forum on Environment Wildlife, also known as CMS Vatavarana, started in New Delhi, and it is Asia's biggest green film festival focused on environment film. So if there is any kind of movie made in Asia that mainly deals with the environment and its impact and how to conserve it and all, so this will be presented at this film festival called as CMS Vatavaran, which held in Delhi. India's first government funded multimodal AI. So Indian government first funded multimodal AI initiative is Bharat Gen initiative. So what is this initiative? This mainly is initiative because I think that CEOs Altman had said that no, Indians cannot create, and also they are taken seriously and they are creating their own, and they are calling it as Bharat Gen. So its aim is creation of a generative AI system that can generate high quality text and content in various Indian languages. I think Geo and IIT Bombay is also supporting this site, so I suppose. Then we have Samarthak, first India's multi-purpose vehicle. We have seen this actually, INS Samarthak. Then country's first Hindi literature museum, where it will be, where maximum Hindi will be spoken, Uttar Pradesh and Kashi. In Kashi, in Kashi Varanasi at Uttar Pradesh. Then India's first heli ambulance service is named as Sanjeevini, and it will be in AIIMS Rishikesh in Uttarakhand. Then we have ITU WTSA 2024, that is International Telecommunication Union's World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly, where it was held in New Delhi, and Prime Minister Modi headed it. India's second butterfly diversity hub. So where it is established in Kaziranga National Park of Assam. Where was the first? Actually, it was in Arunachal's Namdapa National Park. Then this also we have seen Maldives is also taking now UPI. Digital Memorial of Valor. So this is basically by the RPF, Railway Protection Force. So they have created a website where they will display the images of the Veer Shurs who have died in the services. So people can go there and digitally decorate their photo as a symbol of some martyr and all. Then we have NCRT partnered with Amazon basically to expand the availability of the textbook. Means basically NCRT will be directly supplying the books to Amazon instead of some seller giving them fake books and all. So now NCRT is directly has partnered with Amazon to increase the availability of the food, not a food, books. Second in largest indigenous survey vehicle. So what is the name? This INS Nirdeshak. We have seen this one. First one is Sandhyak census exercise. So the government will begin its census from 2025 and it will complete by 2026. And after this one only, that 33% bill of women will be applied. Say for example, in the next elections of 2029, suppose. First company to give reservation to Agniveer is BrahMos Aerospace. So they are also, so they want to justify their Agniveer scheme. Na? So they are giving very Assam Rifles had also given. Now BrahMos Aerospace is also giving reservations for those Agniveers. So we have seen actually this goddess of justice how it was changed. But the person who created this we should also know. He is Vinod Goswami. Then India's newest port, Galtia Bay. So where is this Galtia Bay? It is actually in Andaman and Nicobar. Then International Geet Mahotsav. So where was it held? It was held in Kurukshetra, Haryana. And what is a partner country for this Gita Mahotsav? Gita Mahotsav, something related to music and all. Tanzania actually. Tanzania will be the partner country for this festival. Then we have first ever International Festival of Indian Dance. As it is first time, we should be remember where it was held. It was held in New Delhi. Who organized it? Sangeet Natak Academy organized this one to celebrate the India's rich dancing tradition and all. Then we have India's first airport indoor air quality monitoring facility. So in there will be airport na in airport only they will fix a device, and this device will monitor the air quality, what is inside this airport and all. So what from where they had placed this, this has placed in the Tirunelveli airport in Kerala. What is the name of this device? This device will be called as Pavana Chitra. Then we have Cruise Bharat Mission. Cruise Bharat Mission means basically they want to increase the cruise tourism in India, especially by 2029. Then Femina Miss India. Who is this Femina Miss India? Nikita Porwal from Madhya Pradesh. Then country's first writer village. This is Thano village of Dehradun. So basically writers and all need peace na. So they will be going to the place where there's more peace. So they say that this Thano village in Uttarakhand is more peaceful. So it is a writer's village. Then Mission Basundhara 3.0. So this is by Assam government, which mainly aims to provide land rights to the individual people. Then we have solar hydrogen microgrid in Ladakh. So NTPC and Indian Army has set up this solar hydrogen microgrid in Ladakh. Means basically there will be a solar panel. This will generate electricity, and this electricity there will be water. There will be some two electrodes. This will be the electricity will be given to these electrodes, and this will separate oxygen, and this will separate hydrogen, and this hydrogen will be taken, and this will be used in any kind of fuel. So this is solar hydrogen mini grid which has been established in Ladakh. Then we have Niti Ayog's Women Entrepreneurship Platform chapter. So Niti Ayog in association with the Telangana government has launched the first state chapter of the women entrepreneurship platform to support women entrepreneurs across all the sectors. So third state to start the caste survey is now Telangana. So first actually it was done by Bihar, then Andhra Pradesh said that we will also do that. Now Telangana said that we are also part of so we will also do it. Then we have Lighthouse Tourism Conclave 2023. Where it is held? It is held in. Why is this moving? So where did the Lighthouse Tourism Conclave held? It's in Puri, Odisha. Then we have New Lion Safari in Bard. Where is this Barda? New Lion Safari. It is in Gujarat. Then we have new campus of India of especially biomanufacturing. It will be in Mohali. Then first state to implement the Dalit sub quota is Haryana. So the court had given this verdict. Na Karnataka is also doing this currently. So first state is not Karnataka, it is Haryana actually. So basically for Dalit community who are subclassified as SC, so the deprived will be they will basically classify the SC into two subcategories. One is the deprived sub caste, and other state scheduled caste, something like that. Bapu Tower inaugurations. So Bapu Tower, this is the Bapu Tower which is in Bihar. RTI Museum, where it will be established, where RTI was started, Rajasthan. Then Asia Clean Energy Summit, where it was held, Singapore. Then India Turkey Friendship Association has been established in Hyderabad on Wednesday. Then where was the ASEAN Summit and the East Asia Summit to this year will be held? It will be held in Vientiane in Laos. Just a minute. Then we have 2024 BRICS. So where was it held actually? It was held in Russia, and you know that these countries were brought into it. So three countries from Middle East, UAE, Saudi, and Iran, and just two side by it, Egypt and Ethiopia. Then India has acquiring some 31 Predator drones. So from where? USA. Then we have Global Research Center be launched by IIT Madras in Dubai. Then scholarship painting to Russian, not scholarship. Sohorai is a painting which Modi gifted to Putin when he visited Russia. So this is the Sohori painting is related to Jharkhand and all. Then we have China's Belt and Road Initiative. Brazil has decided not to join the China's Belt and Initiative among the BRICS nations. So actually in BRICS earlier we were the only who were opposing the China's Belt and Road Initiative, but now Brazil is also doing so. So 69th member of the Asian Development Bank is Israel. Israel, we will not be thinking that in the amidst of this all this fighting and all they will be joining, but yeah, they have joined the Asian Development Bank as a 69th member. Indian Institute of Foreign Trade is will be opening its first overseas campaign in Dubai. So research one was also by IIT Madras in Dubai, and this foreign trade is also in Dubai. Then we have to know that World Pickleball Championship. So it will be held for the first time in India. Then we have 38th National Games. So 38th National Games will be held in Uttarakhand. ICC Women T20. So New Zealand won against South Africa, and it was held actually in UAE. Actually, the host are Bangladesh, but due to the political unrest there, the World Cup was shifted to UAE. Then Deepa Karmakar retirement. So we have to know like from which sport did she belong. Deepa Karmakar. She belonged to gymnastics. Then archery World Cup final was held in Mexico actually, and Deepika Kumari, we know her, na? She had won actually silver in the recurve women. Then King of Clay announced his retirement. So who is called as King of Clay? Rafael Nadal. He also got retired. Then Ballon d'Or Order Award. So this is award with respect to football. We know that ballon something balloon type. So no, this is related to football and all. So who won this? Messi and Ronaldo? No, this is owned by the two people of Spain only, Rodri and Atina Bomati, something like this. Rodri and Atina. Just remember these two names. Then 2024 Emerging Asia Cup. Who had won this? Not India. Shockingly, Afghanistan. They also beat India. So Afghanistan won the Emerging Asia Cup, and the final was between Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, and it was held in Oman. So now some important books. So the book name Witness is basically by Sakshi Marik. Then Ratan Tata's book. So Ratan Tata, A Life. This is a not autography but a biography, which is remembered by Thomas Matthew. Some important days. So Ayurveda Day 2024, it was celebrated on the 29th October. Theme is Ayurveda Innovation for Global Health. International Day of Girl Child is on 11th October, and Girls Vision for the Future is a theme. Then World Mental Health Day, it is on 10th October, and the theme is because of more deaths are there in IT company and all. No, recently which we saw, I think two deaths we saw. So they had said mental health at work is a theme for this year. So some index and rankings. So Global Natural Conservation Index, we know the ranking 176. Who is giving this? Some Goldman DBB.com was there, no? By bio.com. So who is the topper? Luxembourg. Global Hunger Index, we know that our rank will not be good in this one. It is 105. It is released by Concern Worldwide and Wildlife Hunger. Then Air Quality Life Index. So this is by IQ Air, and Delhi is the worst air quality in the world. So first one is Lahore, Pakistan. Then Global Multidimensional Poverty Index is by UNDP and Oxford. So this is actually really bad. So India is at the top. So they say that in India there are most number of multidimensionally poor people. So India followed by Pakistan and Ethiopia, and still these guys are far fighting over them. Urban Governance Index. So this is by a Praj Foundation, and they said that Kerala has topped the Urban Governance Index. Rule of Law Index. India has been ranked 79th, and it is released by the World Justice Report. Who is number one? Denmark or Netherlands. Travel and Tense report says that this year, means 2025, the coming year, Shillong will be the most popular destination for Indian travelers. Then we have exercise Malabar, basically between Quad nations. First maritime partnership exercise between India and German Navy, MPEX. They are calling it Maritime Partnership Exercise. Then SIMBEX, name only Singapore and India. This is very important. Nasim Al Bahar. So this is between India and Oman. Remember, like Nasim, a friend from Oman, came to meet you. Then we have science and tech news. So fast petrol vehicle, two new fast petrol vehicle has been launched. One is Akshar and another one is Adhyama and Akshar, which is built by Goa Shipyard Limited and all. So Dragon spacecraft is also important because this is a spacecraft of SpaceX that will be bringing back the Sunita Williams and the Butch Wilmore back to Earth from the International Space Station in February 2025. Then we have Europa Clipper. So NASA has launched the Europa Clipper to search for the life in Jupiter and its moon called as Europa. So second, very low frequency naval station will be established in Telangana. Then new missile testing range will be developed in Andhra Pradesh that is called as Naga Yalanka, something like that. Meta has collaborated with the India AI of the Ministry of Electronics and Technology to promote open source AI innovation, research and development. So Meta is collaborating with India AI of Ministry of Electronics and Technology. So just know that. Then we have Humsafar policy. So Humsafar policy is basically providing essential facilities across the national highways, like clean toilets, baby care rooms, wheelchairs, provision of EV charging stations, and all parking spaces, etc. for on the national highways. So Humsafar, safar means basically something related to traveling and all, no? So that is basically Humsafar policy. We can directly remember from that. Then Dharti Abba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. So this is something to related to the fostering the holistic development in the tribal villages by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And Ayushman Vaya Vandana card. So we know that this is a part of now Ayushman Bharat only. Means the people who are elder, they will be getting 70 or above 70 years from irrespective of their income and economic status. They will be getting 5 lakh rupees. Means Modi will also be getting this Ayushman Vandana card now. Yeah, he is the first person, I guess. Then now like we will see the tricks for the Nobel Prize. So we know that Nobel Prize in physics first. So Nobel Prize, no, first they are given Nobel Prize for medicine. We know that Nobel Prize of medicine is basically for what? It is for micro RNA only, na. So we should know the topic. Now we'll try to remember the trick, how to remember the name. Trick is Victor को ग्रे मेडिसिन चाहिए. विक्टर को ग्रे मेडिसिन चाहिए, मतलब विक्टर नीड्स ग्रे मेडिसिन. सो विक्टर एंड ग्रे. So Victor को grey medicine चाहिए. So it is easy to remember these three. Then Nobel Prize for Physics. So what was it related to? It was related to artificial intelligence and artificial neural network, something like that. So for physics, what is the trick? For physics, it is hope करो हिंटन के फिजिक्स में अच्छे मार्क्स आए. होप करो हिंटन को फिजिक्स में अच्छे मार्क्स आए. होप करो हिंटन को फिजिक्स में अच्छे मार्क्स आए. सो होप हिंटन get good marks in physics. Then we have Nobel Prize in chemistry. So what was this related to? For computational protein design and all. This was there. We should remember the topic at least directly. Computation of protein design and all. For chemistry, we will use a trick of, you know, the movie DDLJ, na, where there was a good chemistry between Kajal and Shahrukh. So DDLJ ki chemistry, just remember la, DDLJ ki chemistry. So here DD, just remove L from here. DDJ, David, Demis and Jumper. So this is, where is that? Demis, David and Jumper. So these people got for chemistry. Then Nobel Prize for literature. हाथ कान ने लकीर पाड़ा. Other than this, I think the best thing to remember for this literature is her name is some Kang, Han Kang. If you have seen the Disney series, you know that Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror is the villain in that. So Kang the Conqueror, Kang the Conqueror conquered literature this year. Just remember something like that. So she is a Korean writer and book for her poetic prose and historical drama. She has won the award. Then Nobel Prize for Peace. piece means, remember the trick, hidden piece. So Hidanko something is there, Nihon Hidanko. So he is a Japanese organization who has got for freeing the nuclear weapons. Then Nobel Prize in Economics. दो सन रन करता है means two sons. Which are those two sons? Johnson and Robinson run करता है. So run, I don't know what they're, Darren, this run they are saying. So Robin's two sons, Johnson and Robinson run करता है. Which run? Darren. So Nobel Prize for Economics is given basically for studying how institutions are formed and affect the prosperity of a nation. Then Ramanujan Award is having you to Alexander Dunn. Water Awards Odisha, you know that water conservation efforts and all. Then we have IAF World Space Awards 2024. So International Astronautical Federation of Paris has given this to Dr. S. Somanath for Chandrayaan 3. Then honorary office order of Fiji is given to Sri Ravi Shankar ji. Then some other news. So Justice K. Puttaswamy has died. Why is his death important? Because he was a person who gave privacy as a fundamental right. Then Dr. P. Venugopala as the first Indian person who had done heart transplant. So he has also died recently. Ratan Tata, we know that he had died. One thing you remember, Ratan Tata has not yet got Bharat Ratna. So he has got a second highest civilian award, that is Padma Vibhushan, but not Bharat Ratna. They might confuse you in exam. Then we have Maharashtra State Skill University will be named as a Ratan Tata Maharashtra State Skill University. Then brand ambassador for I4C is Rashmika Madan, because her fake video was cropping on the internet too much. Na? That is Indian Cybercrime and Coordination Center. So they said better to use her only to promote as the brand ambassador of I4C. Then we have 2026 year of India and Spain. So they have said that Modi and this Pedro, these two guys who were inaugurating the factory in Vadodara, they said that like 2026 will be the year of India and Spain, and they will collaborate in the field of culture, tourism, artificial intelligence. If they are doing this, then give us a new series of what is that? That's popular Spain series is there, na? Money Heist. Then Hurricane Oscar. So Hurricane Oscar is in USA. So country near to USA will be getting this, Cuba. So it is in Atlantic Ocean only. Cyclone Dana, we know that it hit Odisha and it is named given by Qatar. Then we have Katti Bihu Mahotsav, where it is done. It is done in Assam. Means remember a Katti from Assam. President Draupadi Murmu has got the honorary doctorate from Algeria. Means the university from Algeria has awarded Murmu with the doctorate award. Now she is doctorate Doctor Murmu. 14th Maharatna company. This is important because the criteria for this is a little bit tough. Means 25,000, 25,000, 15,000, and 5,000 crore is the criteria for this Maharatna companies. So HAL is a recent company. This is in Bangalore also, so it is important. Most dangerous storm in the century is Milton. Milton, which the hit the American state of Florida. They will anything that hits them is the most dangerous. They call that. So Milton, just know that Milton hit the USA, especially it is in formed in Atlantic Ocean. Outbreak of the Marburg virus. So this Marburg virus was reported in Rwanda, and it is something related to Ebola only. So 25th Hornbill Festival was celebrated in Nagaland. And Pashmini wool belonged to Ladakh Union and Territory. I think it's part of Jammu and Kashmir only. Let's see. World's richest city by sovereign wealth funds is Abu Dhabi. Then Dr. Sampurnananda Sports Stadium, which you can see here, will be built in Varanasi. So now we'll start with the news in shorts. Just a minute.